A pro Valorant team just picked 4 duelists in an official match, and you won't believe what happened.
What the hell?
The Valorant Game Changers Championship kicked off this week in Sao Paulo, Brazil. Here we will see the 8 best Game Changers teams in the world compete for the title of World Champion and of course the $500,000 prize that comes with it. A team by the name of SMG took on Evil Geniuses in one of the opening matches of the tournament in the upper quarterfinals. But to many surprise, they actually locked in 4 duelists on the first map of Lotus. At first, I thought this has to be troll. There is no way on earth they actually practiced a 4 duelist comp and are willing to bring it out in a real pro game. But then a second later, I'm realizing, no, this is the championship. This is an official match. This isn't practice. There's no way they would disrespect Evil Geniuses that hard by picking 4 duelists, right? But then the game started rolling and boy, were Evil Geniuses not ready for the 4 duelists.
They know they can take this space, and they are not scared to take it. I mean, look at how close they are with this Phoenix Flash. Oh no.
There's the flash, the dog gets cleared, and the kills come through just like that.
An absolute slaughter. That is insane. They knew they had to hold down that site because Cypher chips are set up on BNA, on BNC.
Right.
They didn't have a problem. They knew that they had to fight this, and look at this crossfire. Such a good crossfire. Everyone.
A slugfest early on, perhaps not what, I mean, there's no way they could have expected that. You see the flashes come through. They really had no shot. It was lighter weaponry, but again, going into this 4 duelist.
So yeah, EG got destroyed by the 4 duelist comp. Honestly, SMG were doing a really good job of pushing the pace, always taking the fights to them, always controlling a main area with at least 3 duelists pushing up and having good rotate timings when they push them back. And EG definitely weren't prepared whatsoever, and I don't blame them. There's no way you're practicing against 4 duelist comps in scrims unless your scrim partners are trolling, and so they just really fumbled and they really failed to adapt. Like, there were many rounds where they kept pushing the Cypher, and if you're playing against 4 duelists on a Cypher, you definitely don't want to be pushing the Cypher, or you want to be avoiding him as much. You want to default heavily, try to bait out some utility, then push in, but EG, they just couldn't get it done on the day. Now, my favorite part about this whole situation has got to be the post-game interview when a member of Team SMG were asked why they did end up picking that 4 duelist composition in the first map.
Exactly, and why?
To be honest, it was like a wrong agent pick. We thought that it was like a rehearsal, and then we didn't know, and then we just picked 4 duelists, and then after we realized that it was a mistake, because it's our mistake, right? So we have to follow through with it. We accepted that it was our mistake, and then we just kept playing, and I think we handled it super well. I think we're able to be like very situational and make things work. So yeah, that's the reason why.
It wasn't strategic at all? Not a decision by your coach or by your IGL, something like that?
No, it wasn't strategic. To be honest, it was just a mistake. Maybe because it's our first time on LAN. We didn't know how things work, I think. And yeah, it's an honest mistake. There was no intention behind it.
So as it turns out, it was actually just a big accident from Team SMG that led them to pick the 4 duelists. They thought it was a rehearsal to test their gear and ping, and it ended up being the official match. And honestly, huge respect, because instead of protesting it, talking to the admins, trying to get a redo, they just say, hey, we ball. They played the 4 duelist comp, they adapted to their situation really well, they made it work, and they crushed them in a 13-3 victory in that Lotus map. This may have looked like an upset from the outside looking in if you haven't been keeping closely with the Game Changers series this year, but for anyone who has been keeping closely, they definitely saw this coming, considering Team SMG were on a 34-0 win streak before this match, and Evil Geniuses GC had very recently lost essentially their best player in Kinsey once that player had been caught saying hateful and misogynistic comments online. And considering that Game Changers is all about creating a safe space for women and marginalized genders, yeah, it made a lot of sense why EG had to get rid of that player pretty much immediately, but it just put them in a really tough spot coming into this tournament because they had to make a last-minute substitution, and of course, for a team to perform well, there needs to be good practice, good synergy, and so coming into this tournament, they were always dealt a bad hand of cards. And after that match, Team SMG would have to go up against G2 Gozen in the upper semifinals. Now this was looking to be an early clash of titans because G2 Gozen of course are the defending Game Changers champions from last year. And Team SMG haven't lost a single match in 2023. With their win over Evil Geniuses, that put their record for this year at 35-0. They have not lost in 35 matches. So going up against Gozen would have been a real test for them, and we knew it was going to be a banger from the onset. And what ended up happening was quite possibly the most exciting game of Split I have ever seen in my entire life. Check it out.
Done such an exceptional job at denying that space, and then they quickly rotate B. Remember, we saw Petra in this exact position previous round with 30 HP, gets another kill.
What?
We're back on the multi-kills, we're back on the confidence for SMG. Clan spotted by the Seekers, no real way to keep position.
Wrapping you! Wow!
Two falls. Alexi's
wow!
with 3 of her. Oh, we're committing. Oh my. Yeah, we're committing indeed. Look at that trip.
That trip is insane! I thought it went through.
You still got Roxy backside. Finally cleared. It got messy for a second, but things seem to be stable.
Wow, Roxy!
Grouping towards that B side to go in.
Always goes for that card.
Such a good response.
Mimi's here to help, but they've already gotten around.
It's a good card.
I don't know that Mimi knows. Oh, Glance was there to help. They hold the
okay.
line. It's actually Mimi.
Flash in the smoke, you won't.
In the face of
W! Ult, you won't.
Not clearing them out. Mimi's still here. This has been so patient. These crossfires that they've set up are gorgeous. I don't know how SMG is getting past this, but they managed to anyway. Mimi continues to be the thorn in their side.
Nice, Mimi.
As a third kill goes in favor of the initiator. Kahibi trying to dodge bullets, trying to dodge the op to stay alive.
One for what?
Still so much to do. The spike not even in hand. You gotta deal with Petra.
Oh,
success. That's 3 on
my.
the 1v1. Can Mimi put this away? She's already got 3 kills.
Wow.
Which is insane, but G2
Do you clear top
trying to
left? I
figure
never
out
clear
ways
top
to
left
get
here.
these numbers.
I never clear it.
Kahibi spotting
Tough.
Sarah. A 1-for-1 does not add up when you find yourself in a 3v5.
One enemy remaining.
It's all
If you clutch this, Ludwig donate that kid a charity. Ludwig?
Holy smokes.
Holy.
All right.
Holy. Open your wallet. Open the wallet. Open the wallet!
Roxy,
Ludwig!
3 on the round. Waiting for the swing, and the smoke is going to cause problems. Can she hold it the whole way? Camu just on the other side.
Oh!
Time. This is going to be outrageous, and we're not going to see it.
Oh my god, Lud. I can't believe it.
After Split, the series was 1-1 going into Haven, and at that point it looked like G2 Gozen were really prepped and ready on Haven because they pretty much destroyed them there. Petra made her debut on Jet and she absolutely cooked them.
Look at how they're just waiting. They're waiting for SMG to peek here. Playing anti-flash as well. Unlucky, but Petra cleans up both. You clear 2 and you think, all right, we've got some room to work with, but Petra was there.
Yep, what a re-clear. Both teams contacting up, one team re-clearing, but it's okay because G2 set up that crossfire way before. They reacted so well to that short push, and now the retake coming in. Roxy actually getting caught off guard. She knows that she's flanking. Camille, turn around!
I don't know how she ended up getting a kill. She should have known. Either way, Petra with 4. The ace on the cards, and what a debut this would be. You know that they're trying to serve it up for. Oh, she's trying to steal the kill. That's cold! But the ace delivers again. What a debut in the face of a streak with the weight of a back.
So now this tournament is looking pretty interesting. G2 are poised to make it to the grand finals, and SMG are looking to run this lower bracket unless someone else can stop them. But definitely they look in pretty good form even though they did lose to G2 in the end. But yeah guys, that's it for the video. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to like, subscribe. Let me know down below in the comments what you thought about that four-duelist comp. And please do not go try it in ranked. You are not SMG. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next one.